It's 104.9 Coyote Country. Hey, it's Robert Miguel with you this morning. With me on the phone, Dr. Joe Pojman from the Texas Alliance for Life. Sir, did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Well, thank you for checking in with us this morning. Here to talk about what's going on this weekend at the Texas Rally for Life. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
First of all, where are you checking in from? Where are you calling in from?
Calling from our office in Austin. We're just a short distance from the Capitol.
Well, very good. Well, let us know all about what's going on this weekend, please.
This weekend on Saturday will be the Texas Rally for Life. That's an annual event. It commemorates in our view, the tragic Roe v. Wade Supreme Court decision. That's a decision that made abortion legal in Texas and across the country throughout the entire 9 months. That was in 1973. This is the 45th anniversary. And in the wake of Roe v. Wade, there have been some 60 million abortions, and countless women and men have been harmed. So it's a very peaceful, family-friendly event. We expect thousands of people from across the state to come to the Capitol to march together and then to come to the Capitol grounds and hear pro-life Governor Greg Abbott address the crowd and a number of other speakers.
Wow, so the Texas governor will be out there, I guess his keynote speaker, and some other guests. Now, tell me this. Now, it seems like, especially this time of year, it seems like you hear about a march, a rally, just they're everywhere you turn. What sets the Texas Rally for Life aside from all those others?
We always have this on the Saturday after the anniversary of Roe v. Wade, and we've been doing it for more than 3 decades. We keep coming out. We keep getting bigger. The crowd is bigger and younger. We get more and more young people, and it's very encouraging to see college-age, teens, very young people, and it's a very positive event. The Roe v. Wade decision for us is a very somber, tragic event, but we're very happy that we have a movement that is growing. We're saving lives. Abortions in Texas and nationwide are in steep decline, and we have more agencies that provide compassionate alternatives to abortion across Texas, pro-life pregnancy resource centers, more than 240 than we've ever had before. So there's a lot to be sad about, but on the other hand, there's a lot to be happy about because of the tremendous gains that the pro-life movement and led by our governor and the legislature have made here in Texas.
You mentioned you have like a younger group that's just been coming out of these things. I read somewhere recently that millennials tending to go pro-life, that the younger people are recognizing more of the value in life, or maybe more critical of abortions in general. What do you attribute that trend to? Is that something you can talk about?
That's something that we have observed, and nobody knows exactly why, but it is the case that younger people, millennials, tend to be more pro-life than their parents. Why is that? Well, part of it is I think among the reasons is science has caught up with this debate, and we can see through ultrasound that the unborn child is a baby. When someone can see a baby moving around, sucking its thumbs, have fingers and toes, the beating heart, the secret's out. The unborn child's a baby, and that it's a very it's a person that looks like a person, and I think that has a lot of effect on people. The second thing is, very unfortunately, a lot of young people are growing up in families where their siblings have been aborted. Many of these people call them the survivors of the abortion because they have survived abortions for the last 45 years. So I think they can experience how abortion has been in many cases, a very tragic event in a family and a very unnecessary event. So I think those things are working on people, and some of these young people have had peers that have had abortions, and that has maybe drawn them into the pro-life movement. Many of the people in the pro-life movement are indeed women and men who have experienced abortions. The greatest likelihood for somebody to have an abortion, the greatest demographic is 18 to 25, late high school, college age. And I think a lot of people have seen their peers have abortions, or maybe they've experienced abortion themselves. Because of their own experiences, They wouldn't want that to happen to anyone else, and that's why they March for Life at the Texas Rally for Life.
Interesting. Well, we are talking to Dr. Joe Pojman for with the Texas Alliance for Life, talking about this Saturday, the Texas Rally for Life. Now, obviously, this is a hot subject, so I do appreciate you getting on the air with me on this. If any of our listeners here in Uvalde County would like to get involved and attend, how do you suggest we do that? Logistically, making the trip out there. What you have any suggestions as how they could get involved?
I sure do. Well, first of all, there's a lot of information on a website, TexasRallyForLife.org. That's TexasRallyForLife.org. It gives you the place where we gather, which is north of the Capitol, a couple of blocks. At noon, there's a ministry fair from noon to 1. We'll march about a mile around the Capitol and up the Capitol. It's a very exhilarating experience, actually, to be with thousands of people who are very happy and peaceful, and lots of families. The rally will be from 2 to 3 on the south grounds of the Capitol, and there's thousands of people. How to get there? Well, from Uvalde, not a terrible drive, especially on a weekend. On a Saturday, the traffic should be no problem at all on the roads. Also, there are some buses coming from South Texas. On that website, TexasRallyForLife.org, we've got a place where there's some buses coming from South Texas. You can contact them. It's very inexpensive, and you meet some great people on those buses.
Well, sir, thank you so much for all the information. Again, that website was it TexasRallyForLife.org?
That's correct.
All right. So, and again, the event is this Saturday at our state's Capitol. And Dr. Joe, thank you so much for checking in and giving us a little bit of information. For those who can't attend, what can they do if this is something that moves them, if there's something heavy on their heart?
You can watch it from your home. We're going to have a live stream on one of the groups that I work for. That's part of the host committee. We have 50 groups on the host committee, and some of us are live streaming it. So if they go to our Facebook page for Texas Alliance for Life, that's our Facebook page. Will be live streaming it. There ought to be some stuff in the papers afterwards. And our website, TexasAllianceForLife.org, that's a separate website. We've got a lot of information for how you can get involved in this movement. At least get on the mailing list, get our emails. It is a very good movement. It's a very inviting movement. A lot of positivity. We've got a lot of gains that we are very excited about. As I said, there are alternatives to abortions like we have never experienced before in Texas. The movement has really responded to this need. And our goal, which I think a lot of your listeners, is that no one would seek an abortion because she feels she has no way out. There are alternatives, and that's what we're all about promoting.
Well, that's an inspiring message for sure, and I do appreciate you checking in on the show this morning. Again, Dr. Joe Pojman with the Texas Alliance for Life, talking about this Saturday, the Texas Rally for Life. Thank you, sir, so much for checking in on us this morning, okay?
You are welcome.